Hello and welcome, dear children. Today we will continue with Standard 7th English Part 2 of Unit 3, Lesson number 3.1 Tartary. In the last session, we studied that the poet had visited an imaginary land and he imagines himself to be the lord of the mighty kingdom. We also know that his kingdom is full of riches and luxury, along with variety of birds and animals. Now, let us continue with the third stanza. If I were Lord of Tartary, I would wear a robe of beads, white and gold and green they would be, and clustered thick as seeds, and ere should wane the morning star. I'd don my robe and scimitar, and zebras 7 should draw my car through Tartary's dark glades. Here the poet says, if he were the king, he would wear the royal dress, decorated with different colors of gems. And early in the morning, before the waning of the morning star, he would put on his royal dress, adorned with a curved sword. Not only this, 7 zebras would drive his carriage, and thus he would inspect his royal estate, passing through the green patches of his dark forests. Let us see some difficult words that have come in this stanza. The first word we saw is robe. Now, robe means a loose garment which reaches till your ankle. Okay. Ere means to come before or in time. The next word is wane. Wane means what? To disappear. In this poem, the poet says that waning of morning stars means what happens before the stars could disappear. He is ready. That is what he says. Okay, the next word is don. Don means put on your clothing. Okay, now scimitar. Now scimitar is a short sword with a curved blade. Okay, the next one is glades. Glades means what? They are the open spaces in a forest. Let us read the last stanza of the poem, where the poet says, Lord of the fruits of Tartary, her rivers silver pale, Lord of the hills of Tartary, glen, thicket, wood and dale, her flashing stars, her sainted breeze, her trembling lake like formless seas, her bird delighting citron trees in every purple vale. In this stanza, the poet says that he would be the owner of all the fruits of Tartary land, and all the rivers shining in the light of the sun would be his own. He would be the master of the hills, valleys, forests and groves. In the night, he would also enjoy the beauty of shining stars and the sweet-smelling air, the winding lakes and the birds that are singing in the citron trees, all would be his subjects. And ultimately, it would add to the beauty of Tartary. He would be able to enjoy all of these things fully at its best. Now let us see some of the difficult words that have come across in the poem in our last stanza. The first word we know it is glen. Glen means what? A narrow valley. Dale. Dale means again dale and vale both are a valley. Thicket means dense group of bushes or trees. Okay. I hope children everyone has enjoyed this poem. Now let us check out some of the poetic device, that is figures of speech used by the poet in this poem. Now see the first sentence. Of beaten gold my throne. Here the words order has been changed, isn't it? Instead of that, the correct order should be my throne of beaten gold. So here we see that the words are not arranged in proper order, so it is called as inversion. See the next sentence now, second one. And in my court should peacocks flaunt. Again here the same thing, he has used inversion. The correct order should be and in my court peacock should flaunt. This should be the correct order. So it's inversion. The third one. Yellow as honey, red as wine. So the lamp's yellow shine is directly compared to honey, and its red shine is compared with wine. So when such comparison is done, direct comparison is done, it is called as simile. Now see the fourth sentence. It is white harp and flute and mandolin. Here we can see and word is repeated for better poetic effect, isn't it? Instead of that, he could have written white harp, flute and mandolin. One time and was enough, but for the better poetic effect, the poet has repeated the word and 2 times. So such sentences are called as repetition. Number 5. Made music sweet and gay. Here the sound of M in the words made and music is used to add beauty to the poem. So if you see clearly, the sound of letter M has been repeated of made word and music word for the better poetic effect. So such sentences are alliteration. Number 6. Her rivers silver pale. Now here the poet is expressing his strong emotions with a better poetic effect. Your assignment for today is you have to read and learn the same poem. The other one is you have to find some more figures of speech from the same poem. Till then, keep practicing. Thank you.